Okay, we're at Carroll right now. This is where I went to school. Well, Mom and Dad went to school there and graduated, and I graduated in 1960. Quite a few changes here. There's a lot of buildings. The wall we're at right now and so forth, none of that was here, of course. Old Main, where I had a lot of my classes, is in the background. And there used to be a great big orange C above the door. I don't know what happened to that and why they took it down. But it was similar to the one that Chicago Bears use, as far as their logo. The building over here is Voorhees Hall. And that's where Mom and I spent an awful lot of time in one certain corner or another corner. And she lived there for 3 years, I believe. And then they built a new dorm. I think it's down a little ways, and then she was there for 1 year. The building across the way is the campus center. That was brand new when I was here. It was built in about 1957, 58, right in that area. And it was designed for the dining room and for snacks and this type of thing. And that's where I got my first taste of cherry Coke. The building behind it was not there. I don't know what that is. Where the parking lot is, where Rick is pointing right now, were all homes that were on, in fact, all of this was on Route 11, my paper route. And there were some excellent tippers that lived directly across the street. They had money galore and did quite a bit for the city of Duluth. So,
You mean Waukesha?
yes, Waukesha. But anyway, I think we're going to walk over a little bit closer now to Old Main, and at least that's what I call it now, to Old Main and to Voorhees and so forth, and some of the other buildings that I remember, and places that she worked also here. Supposed to be a good blinger, isn't there? Oh, there we go. Again, Voorhees Hall. That was Mom's dormitory for 3 years. And the first year, of course, the fall that she came in '57, I did not know that she was going to be in there. And then I worked the next couple of years with grounds maintenance and so forth. And so I would find out what room she was going to be in the following year, what color she would like the room painted. And so I painted it to the room color that she would like, which worked out beautifully.
And she didn't complain, I'm sure.
There were no complaints, no. The room that she had here was brown, dark brown ceiling and walls. That I changed to, I think it was a bright yellow. This is a new entrance here. Oh, my corner is gone. Boom. Well, they've done a lot of remodeling on it, and I think this is all administration now. But let me see if I can still. No, my corner is gone. Our corner, I should say. I see it's inside of this other area now, but many of us had our own corners for late night kisses and that type of thing, and they would flash at 10 o'clock or about 5 to 10, something like that. They would flash the lights, which meant we had 5 minutes more before all the girls were supposed to be inside. And when I was doing, again, working maintenance, I would come in here to do the cleaning, to pick up garbage and that type of thing. And you're supposed to holler out, "Man on floor." Well, I did. Man on floor. Man on floor. It was fun. here's my corner. There's another one of my corners. It's inside here now.
Which?
Well, one on the far side. There was the doors were over here though, and the other's on this side, but the same as that one there. So. So this is where Mom lived for 3 years. And then I had a lot of my business courses over in Old Main. The library is right over here. That's where Mom worked, work study. And she and I would pass notes back and forth. That was fun too. And we developed our, I want to say Rankin. I think it's either Rankin Hall. I don't remember if I had a class in there. The one on the far side though is science and biology. I had classes there. Oh, I remember what, and it's in our yearbook, I think. One of them. We had, I don't remember who it was that had a Volkswagen, and 3 or 4 or 5 guys carried it from the, well, it used to be a road or something in front there. Carried it from there and put it up on the step, up on the top steps there. Oh, the old circle drive right here. I got, yeah.
What was that?
It used to be the drive coming in from East Avenue. Yeah. And Mom and I spent many hours out, evenings out here. Sure. So they left the footprint here. This is right, yeah.
Years ago, a renovation of Main Lawn included the installation of the medallion in front of the main hall and a concrete outline of the former Circle Drive to preserve what is now called Legacy Drive. In the late 1800s, this allowed horse-drawn carriages easy access to Main Hall from East Avenue.
Oh.
Beautiful.
I hear something. That one's been added onto. Boy, it looks changed.
I suppose you ever went over and watched the trains running too when you were supposed to be at class.
No. But since all we have to do is look down the hillside here to see them there. See the time they didn't have all the vocational stuff like they do now. I mean, we had, basically it was a liberal education school. And I know they've got a master's degree in, I don't know, 2 dozen, 3 dozen things. And training in the medical fields. I can't believe how much this has changed. I'm right, Rankin Hall. I think that a lot of the education classes were over there.
Did we not have some Rankins at church?
Yes, we did. I don't know whether there's a connection or not. But yes, that section of that building that was there. Roy Christoph was my teacher, and we had good times. If I remember right, I got good grades from him. Of course, having parents that knew him, as well as myself knowing him, not as much as Mom and Dad.
And a girlfriend that made you do your homework,
Well,
from what I hear.
we had a good working relationship. She wasn't real good at typing and doing that type of thing, and I was excellent on that. I wasn't real good on English and that type of thing, and so she helped me in those areas. Yeah. But yeah, it was we had something going. It worked out beautifully. There again, I was the manager. But I led her all 4 years. So, yep. And Mom, I would come in here. Well, this is all. Oh, this is where the bricks are talking about. Jorns. I wonder if that's from Sturgeon Bay. Bill Napier, I know him.
We have this at our church.
Seems that some of the little cubbies here and there when Marge was working, and he said we passed notes back and forth. That was fun. Good memory on that. This is new. I remember that. The clock tower. This was
Harold from church. Oh! Yeah, she was our church organist.
And
Yeah.
what's your name, please?
Dennis Danielson.
Danielson.
Yeah.
I'm Ann Moore.
Dave Hamilton.
Dave.
And Ann Hamilton Moore.
And Hamilton Moore.
And this is
And
my son Rick.
hi.
Hi.
So they came over one time and showed us some pictures of the way it used to look
Yeah.
and stuff like that. It was kind of neat. So we had a pretty good time.
Yeah.
We never lived in ours.
I never lived here, but I slept here. I mean, when Grandpa Grandma would take care of me or whatever.
Yeah,
Many
yeah.
times I was here, and because I went to Randall down here.
Really?
Yeah, it was
Back in the old.
Rick would love that.
Because let's see, I don't know who renovated it. It was just like this when we saw it, but I know Harold was telling us how much it changed. So it's not going to look probably like you remember it.
I remember I think there was sliding. Well, there was several sliding doors. I remember that. And but
No,
and I remember in the back, especially because Dad was trying to imitate the same thing. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm going to sit over here.
Yeah, go ahead.
I remember in the back, which Dad was trying to imitate, there was a land and stone wall and a fish pond, and there were goldfish in there. And then in front of that, or behind it, whichever, there were summer lilies. I remember that. And let's see, what else was there? That was the main thing. I think there was a small garage, if I remember correctly. I'm not sure on that. I know the last car that I remember Grandpa with, and that was with the Hudson Hornet. He got it brand new.
Ooh, that was
And we took that one. That was the first one I stepped down into. And I couldn't figure out, I'm used to stepping in, at the same level or above. And how in the world do you get in this car? I mean, you get in and you step down. But we took that one up to Coleman, British Alberta, Canada, to visit Uncle Orville and
Aunt Nina.
was it Aunt Nina?
No, Aunt Nina, Uncle Roy.
No, that was
Orville
here.
and
Well, yeah, Orville and I can't remember her name right now, but we were up there for about a week, something like that. He was a manager of a coal-fired power plant, I think.
Okay.
And I know one of the things that impressed me was we were going through rain. I believe it was we were going through rain, and then it was just like as if you drew a line.
And it just stopped.
And it was dry. And that's one thing that stuck in my mind.
I'm sure. I don't know if you remember, but those old cars used to run off vacuum when the
Yeah.
the windshield
Yep,
wipers.
yep.
So when you'd step on it, they would go real slow.
Yep, yep.
So if you and then when you would back off it, it would go.
Yep. Yeah.
They were kind of funny because we used it, until they came along with the electric ones.
Yeah.
They were really unpredictable.
Lisa, do you remember this house much or not?
No, I don't
You
remember
met-
anything about
there,
this
I
house.
think that there was a swing out here, two-person or three-person
Ooh, that-
swing,
Okay.
right above, yeah, right
That
above
would-
here.
That could be.
Yeah.
The people way back probably bought it from Harold. Well, no, Harold's parents,
Yeah.
right?
Clyde,
They
Oscar Clyde.
Oscar Clyde, yeah.
they had a child that was I don't know, was physically
Handicap.
handicapped, and they had a pool in the back. So the whole backyard, and when we bought it, was a pool.
Oh,
Ah,
We took the pool out because it rotted. It was wood. It was all wood, except for the liner.
yeah.
yeah.
And so, like when I say, Harold showed us the pictures of the way the yard used to look, like you say, with a pond in there.
Yeah.
He was pointing out all this stuff, and there was is it trellis?
Yeah.
Used to have those trellises
I
in the
remember-
back.
I
and-
remember these pictures you're
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
about. That's all I
But
remember.
otherwise, if you want to come in and see, just let me go check with my wife. I guess she's gonna keep you company.
Run James Street and, I don't remember.
Maybe a block.
Yeah.
All right, well, if you want to just come and see the way it looks now. You
Here
can see
now.
they took out all the old molding.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
The only,
it's gorgeous.
probably the old time molding is probably this, the door and the.
Yep.
the doors.
Beautiful.
That's probably the only.
Oh, that's
molding.
wonderful. Is this oak?
Yeah.
I don't know, I don't have my light glasses on, so.
Beautiful.
So, and then the,
You got the same tables that we have at home.
I'm just getting over, my Achilles tendon, so. I'm just
Oh,
getting-
ouch. Oh.
Yeah, what Grandpa had, the old, I don't know if we have a picture of it, an old big radio here that you tuned, it had a knob, and with a glass or the plastic behind it, and you tune that. And then he would have, during the winter time, he had a heater, copper, it had a copper, like a, well, convex, I suppose. Concave, with a insulator that came out and the wires were run like a toaster basically. And that was right about here.
It's
And
hard.
as far as, where, those things I remember, I don't remember where the other furniture exactly was or,
The thing he was explaining was there used to be like pillars here. There were, I don't know if you remember the old houses, they had like, supposed to be all woodwork, and then there was a thing here with pillars.
Okay.
And that's why that's
Yeah.
cut like that is.
Mhm.
And then there were probably vents back there because they filled it in with wood.
Yeah.
But, so he was trying to describe
yeah.
what it looked like before they did all this remodeling, which is kind of hard to imagine, but. And then those windows, that was solid wall, and there was, remember how the old houses used to have little windows way up high?
Yes, yes. I
So
love
he
it.
was saying those little windows were like up here, and so these were right up here. And then,
I want to say that the floor covers they had were again the woven ones like these.
so all this would be the same.
Yeah.
At the backyard, if you want to go out there, you can go out there, but,
Oh, I have another memory of the kitchen.
there's probably,
And that was
did they have the old wood burning stove?
Let me see. I was not there. My recollection is there was a gas stove here, which you lit by hand,
Oh,
and it exploded. And we got to call our dad or mom or whoever that the stove had exploded. And I mean, the first thing I started thinking, because I had witnessed another home not too long before that had burned because of gas, which
they were
instilled.
pretty new.
Yeah, and But anyway, it was just a poof one. And,
I don't know if that pantry would be original or not. That
uh,
whole thing there
yeah.
might be original.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember if there were also sliding doors here or there. I don't
Would
know.
have been, or would have been in the sliding ones.
I mean, you know, a pocket door. I mean,
You
Yeah.
think? Oh,
I don't remember on that one.
yeah.
I know going in the living room, yes, 'cause I can remember.
But this woodwork doesn't really look like it's original. The wood, this.
There's
woodwork
two different
looks-
types here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
but he was, oh, there you go. This was probably went down, but this was all from right where that edge is, all the way over, that was all pool.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then there, this deck went all the way across, over to the fence.
Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna say, that's looked like the original deck, except it seemed like I remember, yeah.
That could be. But, yeah, because then they had a great big awning that came out from that window, but that wasn't original either.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that
Garage.
garage would be original or not.
I don't recall, now it may have been one that, that Grandpa put in before they moved anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard to know. This fencing was originally wood, a big old wooden fence, but of course that rotted out and
Yeah.
we put this one in. But that's funny because I'm from a small town in Minnesota and the
Where's
house in Kenyon,
Oh.
Minnesota. Anyway,
We're from Duluth, Minnesota.
Oh, okay.
I am. Rick and I
let's see,
are.
bulldogs. I think of Duluth bulldogs. or
Yep,
something.
Yep.
UMD.
Young Bulldog, yeah.
Because I've always wanted to go back in that house that I was raised in. Because, you know, when you're little, everything seems so big.
Yes.
And I know if I went in that house, it would be so small. Because
That's exactly right. That's what we discovered going to our old home.
Your old home.
Yeah.
211 Douglas.
I mean, the roots seemed like they were that big.
I remember when I was, okay, go get it. I remember, they had a fireplace.
Uh-huh.
It was so huge, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
Of course, it's just a
yeah.